Finally, if you've been following me, I've been doing this. I had my Uppp surgery. You know, my septoplasty and all that stuff. You know, and I was in a recliner for a while. I had the wedge before I had the surgery, but I finally used it last night, and it was great. Showing y'all this vent here. I'm trying to solve another problem. Now, before when I showed you this vent, you know, I was sleeping. I had, you know, tissue lined up over here. I had, you know, I had Flosinate. I had nasal spray. You notice all that stuff's gone. You know, had the surgery. I don't need all that stuff. You know, used to drive my wife crazy, and I had all this tissue and sinus stuff, you know, going on, you know, all night. So it's gone. So, but I am going to take that left side of that vent on my side of the bed, but the right side, and I'm going to cover that up so that air doesn't come straight up at me like that. And it brings me to another thing that I'm going to show y'all. I went and got this warm mist humidifier. So I'm going to put that over there, you know, by the bed, so I can get some, get some air lubrication, lubricate the air a little bit, so it won't be such a dry air, you know, kicking on and kicking off. So that's what I'm gonna do right there, and you know, so I'm gonna show you all that as well, and I'm gonna do a review on that. All right, so now I'm getting ready to open up the box for the humidifier and see what we got. This humidifier, what I liked about it is it had pure mist setting on it. It helps provide moisture for dry coughs, sinus irritation, and other effects caused by dry air. So basically, if you just had, you know, something like what I had, surgery, you know, on your throat and your air passageways, this can help with, you know, dry coughs and, you know, sinus irritation from it being so dry. And it helps support easy breathing and congestion relief night and day. You know, so I like that as well, because I don't want to keep on doing, you know, saline and stuff like that to kind of, you know, put moisture in your airway when I can just get moisture from the air and, you know, through water that way. And I thought that would be a better solution. And there's no air filter. There's no filter required. And it has an auto off function when water tank is empty. And it has things like, you know, it has auto off. It has a medicine cup if you're going to run medicine, you know, through it. It has a 1 gallon tank, which is, you know, can be equivalent to 24 hours. So it can run for 24 hours. And it has a quiet operation, you know, which is very, very, very good. So, and I got this thing for 20 bucks at Aldi's, so I didn't even check Walmart. You know what I mean? Because I was like, this is it. So, you know, you got a nice little warranty card in here, right? So, you know, I got my receipt. So, I don't know how good that is. I mean, how long it's for, but that's a little warranty you get right there. You know, you get a full manual, user manual for it, which is great. Throw it over there, and then this is your it basically just, it's another kind of warranty information. It just speaks a different language. And let's see what else we got in here. So we got the plastic cover top here, and we got the unit itself. Whoop. I know you guys are struggling to see it a little bit, but I'm going to take care of that right now and show it to you right there, right? That's it. So you saw the box. You know, I'll set the box to the side. Put everything back real quick so I don't get too far ahead of myself. So I'm just going to keep the papers out, because after this video is done, I'm going to be reading up on it a little bit further. But I'm going to tear this open. And this thing was fully sealed, so I like that, because that keeps, you know, germs and stuff like that from entering into it, and dust and stuff like that. So, you know, you're starting off on the right track. Look at that. That's pretty nice right there. You know, it's pretty nice right there. Yeah, and you can put a lot of water in there. Whole gallon will fit in there just like that. And it also has a nice light here. You got a low setting and you got a high setting. And I'm gonna get this thing all, you know, ready to go. And I'm gonna have it set up and I'm gonna show y'all how it works. Alright, I'm not going to spend, you know, forever and a day going over every little aspect of this humidifier. But I will say read the manual. You know what I mean? Like there's some information that's in there, you know, for a reason. So I turned it upside down and the water's it's gotta be flipped over and dropped into here. And then all your stuff is in here, you know, your medicine cup, if you will, to add some medicine to it, and all this stuff, your heat elements down there. It shows you how to disconnect this, to pull this out, to maintain all that. But just don't skip that stuff, you know. I read it and made notes on it and all this stuff. You want to keep it on not a carpeted surface, but a waterproof surface. I don't know where you're gonna find a waterproof you know, area, unless you're gonna put it on some tile in the bathroom, which is actually a good idea, but I don't have tile in my bathroom. But you know, I'm gonna make it do what it do, and I'll show you how it works in a second. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all a big, you know, difference in the quality of life, you know, I have right now personally compared to just, you know, a week ago or so, because this humidifier right here, you know, after my surgery, you know, that's pretty much all I need to have right now, just to keep my throat and everything moist, and be able to get a good night rest. So far, this here was my life, you know, not long ago. CPAP machine, Flozonate, you know, that shit you stick up your nose to try to, you know, it's like a steroid to kind of shrink your turbulence in your nose so you be able to get, you know, air, you know, and breathe. And then you got the nasal saline, because you're only supposed to use the Flozonate 3 times a day, and your nose still will be stopped up, but you can't use it, you know, like that. So now you got tissues and all this stuff. Matter of fact, right where this water purifier that I just hooked up, what humidifier is I just hooked up, my CPAP machine used to sit right there, but I have the little, you know, the door closed or whatever. Then I put it way over here and had to kind of stick it under the bed and have the hose hooked up to my nose, you know, sleeping all crazy, right? And then, you know, but now, you know, I finally had my surgery, you know, Uppp, you know, and all that stuff. So hopefully I don't have to worry about all this, you know, no more. I still got some packing in my nose and the splinters I'm trying to get out. When they took the stents out, I got a video on that as well. But then that vent right there kicks out that heat, you know. So, you know, but now I have the humidifier to kind of, you know, dampen some of that air, and I might close it, but I mean, you know, but that's a lot better, you know. And you know, for 20 bucks, you know, back to that humidifier, it's not a bad deal, you know. It has auto shut off, you know, if you gotta run out of water, and all that stuff. So, you know, if anybody's going through it, you know, and been through these days, you know, with your tissue and all that, you know, my wife hates that shit, you know. And but now, you know, I don't have to. She don't have to deal with that no more. I don't have to deal with that no more. So, you know, and the CPAP machine, you know, that's a whole nother monster right there. You know, I've been dealing with it for real. But now it's just, you know, my happy little humidifier, you know, and I'm only using that, you know, for now, just to keep moisture in my throat, you know, so I don't get dry, you know, especially after surgery. So, but hell, anybody who ever had a CPAP machine, you ever had to deal with a humidifier, you much rather had a humidifier, you know. But yeah, 'cause I wore this thing, you know. I wore this thing. That thing would sit right there, and that would have to blow air into you because, you know, for whatever reason, you know, like your you know, some of the same, you know, stuff that I be talking about. So, you know, I might shoot another video on some of this stuff, you know, maybe, but that's pretty much it. I got the humidifier going, but it was just about the humidifier today. But I just you know, pulled all this other stuff out because I was I actually saw the CPAP machine while I was hooking this up, because that's the spot, and then the all this other crap I'm still clearing this stuff out, you know. And you know, so if y'all got any questions or anything, you know, any comments, anything, just hit me up. I'll try to answer them the best I can, you know. Alright, I'm out.